remember last year running in the general election and going to 1 million hustings, and I'm sure that as the PCC candidate you're going to hustings too at the moment. But when you're there and everybody's being asked questions, of course there's very few answers that you can seriously come up with that make sense, so everybody seems to say the same sort of answer to the questions that come. So how do you make sure that you're different in the hustings, or what's different about the Green candidate in the hustings?
My experience recently, I think a couple of things have happened, and the first thing is nearly all the candidates say something similar, such as we need more resources, it's austerity that's caused these problems. And when I look along the line of candidates, I quite often think, actually, it's your party, and you supported that party in this creation of austerity, and that you're being a little bit hypocritical to kind of assume that you can somehow deceive us by saying you're now against austerity and there needs to be more resources. Excuse me, I often want at those moments to jump up and shout, hang on, hang on, hang on, you're all for austerity, but in a hustings you're suddenly against austerity. So that's one of the kind of major differences, I think. Some people might say that's kind of typical politicking, and that's what we all do when we're at a hustings and we're trying to persuade and convince the electorate that we are genuine human beings full of integrity, when the reality is very, very different.
Well, thanks, Chris. I can fully relate to what you're saying, and it's very interesting how they can change their tune and promise all of these things, but at least we know that the Greens are against austerity.